Or in the senior shop?
No, in the senior shop, which is just beside the junior shop. And this is where the seniors. There are residents in here too. They sort of mix the residents and the seniors and the juniors and the residents together. And this is the space of people. And seniors. And down there,
You mean down there through the store?
yeah, down there through the door is the clay mixer and the... Now we're on the other side of the clay mixer line. They have a big dough mixer. They got from some bakery. Bakery?
Mm-hmm.
And they donate it. And there's another one, a little newer one over here.
One of the Saltness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the pug is here, right behind the pug, or beside the pug machine. They only have one pug machine and it only does dark clay. It's a little room. Not very big. And then adjacent over here is where all the dry materials are, all the big blocks of.
Okay.
And
Yeah?
this is all sculpture clay. What they do is, it's the end of term and everybody doesn't want the clay anymore, just dumps all the clay here and they mix it all up and just make sculpture clay for the sculptures too. So it's not really any particular thing. And lots of garbage in it.
Looking at now is the junior tile project that was done last year. And each person was given one aspect of ceramic technology in which they had to depict in a 4x4 tile project. And it also had to have a representation of man somehow. So you'll notice that each one has a hand or an eye or some representation of man. And they kind of tell a story of they're in a sequence where they go from hand building and clay mixing and glazing and firing to the gallery. So they tell kind of a sequential story. And the juniors last year, who are now seniors, have been gracious enough to leave this up for the school for another year.
Oh, really?
Uh-huh.
This we're in the kiln room now.
Okay.
The gas kiln room. And this is the 40. The 30. The 30.
I think it's the 40.
Is it the 40?
Yeah.
Yes, 40. They call it the 40 because it's 40
Cubic feet.
cubic feet. And
Yeah.
then the one over here is 30 because it's 30 cubic feet. And the one way over here, which is, it's fired. It's hot. It's the 90. That's neat. It's 90 cubic feet. And the one way down here is the salt kiln, which is, I don't know, scary.
The salt kiln's a 40 cubic foot one also.
Is it 40?
I think so.
I've been bad. I haven't done any salt yet. But I'm gonna.
So where are we going to go next?
Okay, I think we should go to the classroom and I'll show you the jigger machine.
So we had a little change of plans in our direction. We're now in the glaze room
Instead of the classroom.
instead of the plastic.
Well, Larry, the lathe box that I wanted to show you, Larry has hidden somewhere, and I gotta get Larry to get it so I can show it to you, and he won't be able to get it till later, so we'll have to wait. This is the glaze room. Non-materials in here, most of them, and this is spray booth and there's lots of stuff. I don't think a lot of people do their glazing in here. They mostly mix stuff together and they glaze in the studio or whatever they do in here.
Right.
I don't know why, but they just do.
We're in the sophomore shop.
Yeah, this is where all elective classes, take classes here. And sophomores work in here. Kind of reminds me of Mexico in a weird way. Low ceiling. But they have windows. The glazer is just down that hall.
And this is the hand building side of the sophomore shop.
Yeah.
And underneath the tables, the sophomores get a little space to lock up their clay and supplies.
Inside there's some kiln, electric kiln, big electric kiln.
Well, let's go in there and see what they like. This first kiln is the bisque kiln. They do all the bisque firings in here.
Yeah, they call it the silver bisque.
Yeah.
It doesn't go very high. It goes to like bisque temperature. It won't go higher. They have to change the elements, I guess.
What's this other kiln here?
This one's the oval. The oval. And here's Robert. I'm JD.
Hello, Michelle. Are you touring for Nova
I'm
Scotia?
touring for Nova Scotia. Say hi to Neil.
Hi, Neil.
This is the oval kiln. And here's Mindy checking the hot fire. Hey, Chris! Oh, it's not Chris, it's Robert. Pretty hot. That one is a high fire biscuit. It goes to high fire. Temperature. Dang thing, this kiln.
What temperature are you taking it to?
On 6, and it shut off like 24 hours ago, but
Still hot?
still hot. Yeah, I don't even want to. Here's Bruce. So Michelle, are you going to be here today? Yep. Can you keep looking at it? Yep. And start pulling it. I don't know when Chris wants to go. This is where they put all the bisque stuff. Or like if like the sophomores want. The sophomores get all their stuff fixed for them. They don't have to fire at kilns ever. And everything's fixed for them. They put their green stuff on this side, and then when they're done, they put them on the bisque on this side, and then when they're done, they put them in the little cage behind you and lock them. That's it. Okay. The red part is here. The great hall is behind you. On the other side, the great hall is the open courtyard. Out of the freshman students, residents, small residents. Henry Moore on loan at the moment in the back. It's kind of nice and I like it quiet. It's not too noisy, except for the 6 different radio stations playing at the same time, or records. But other than that, it's usually quiet. You notice it's raining today. I know I could have shot it on a nice sunny day, but the face is not. We're outside on the corner of Broad and Pine because I want to show you the building that the seniors are having their final show in, and it's like right across the street from the YMCA, the Jewish YMCA. Right over here in the brown building here. And we're going to go inside and look at the ground.
Here we are at the senior show inside the gallery.
Is it normally a gallery?
Yes. This is Villa Zeldin's piece.
We saw her in the junior shop. She was
Glazing some of those cups.
glazing these cups.
Right.
She has a different approach to my own than we do. She uses the bubbles, I think, to her advantage. Like how the material breaks, or how the glazes break. But I think it really works. It looks really nice. And she likes to look at gargoyles and things like that. And she makes these mystical little figures. She's incorporated this kind of thing into like functional things like teapots and things, which are at the other end of the room. I'll show you in a minute. And behind that, Mike's bowl. He's a thrower. Mike, he's from South Philly. Is he from South Philly?
Yep.
Yeah. And he said yo a lot. And he made these bowls. And he throws, he's basically a thrower. But the only one that really is, like the only senior that's a real thrower, except for Bruce here. I hate pitches.
Dennis's piece.
She likes to paint. She draws a lot of drawings first before she makes her pieces. You know, she like beside my space in the junior studio, the wall is all covered with paint. And she likes big fields. And she makes big pieces. And it's incredible to watch her work because she's so, like, you know how people are so careful and really are attentive to what they're doing. She's more loose and oh, if she drops something, that's okay. It doesn't bother her. She loses a lot in the kiln too. She just sort of, oh well, we knocked it over. That's okay. People are kind of hesitant to fire with it. These are Bruce's, our cameramen. And I didn't know they were his. They're really nice, Bruce.
Why don't you pick one up?
You have it stuff? No. They're really nice. They really are real. I love them. The glaze is really nice. And Bruce wears too. Bruce was in Korea. He went with Jim Bay. He went over there and stayed with him for a while. And he's only been a senior for one semester.
That's correct.
Yeah. So Bruce is sort of you get the goods of 2 semesters then. You get to show twice.
I don't know if they're going to let me show in the I won't be here the whole year.
Oh, well, that's right. They won't have it at the end. Oh, well.
And right next to my piece is Adam Leib's.
That's Adam's, yeah.
Interestingly enough, I'm going to swing around to this side a little bit. Adam worked all semester on these organic forms, but for the show, he decided a set of columns for the doorway of the entrance here. A little architecture.
And you can see the relation. I think the line.
And on the floor,
Is Lisa
Becker's.
Becker, I was going to say Nathan. Lisa Becker, she graduated from Penn. She was a math degree. She's been working in clay a little bit, off and on for the years, I guess, that she was working on her math degree, and decided that she should be serious and come in and do it. She likes to do these kind of bizarre things. Big things. Bizarre big things. This is a process.
What else has she got in this show?
She has a towel here.
Let's take a look. She looked at a lot of cooling towers and industrial furnaces to get this form. Wish we had better light. It's a little overcast today.
I'm trying to window this large apartment building called the Drake Towers, and also student housing. They have housing for students in there, and it's right beside the school. And it's an incredible building. It's a beautiful building, and I think when Trina did this piece, I think she's really influenced by all of the buildings that are around, and she calls it the building.
Building man.
Well, she didn't. It's not like she exactly mimicked the building, but I mean, that building we walk by every day. I mean, it's hard not to think about it. It was obviously built in the 30s or 20s. It's 1929 on the building, isn't it?
I think you're right.
Yeah. This is Amy's thesis. She's sitting right behind you right now. And she's from a painting background. She graduated with painting major in '84. And she was a resident. She's part of the resident program. And she made these plates. And she sort of, I guess, incorporated her painting into ceramics. And so she made these really nice plates. Amy Salisbury's work. And
Abby.
Abby.
Right.
I'm sorry. Abby Salisbury. And she went to Colorado for a while and studied with Betty Woodman. And back to graduate this year. She makes these. She sort of incorporates a lot of hand building and sewing together. And she uses low fire. clay.
Myrtle Williams's pieces.
Myrtle was a resident too this year, and she was a printmaker, primarily a printmaker, and she decided she wanted to get more involved with clay and started making these sort of fertility kind of African influenced pieces. And she started off making them really small, and then like after Christmas, she started making them really big, and they really become impressive.
There's Mindy Flexer, who's a first semester senior. And behind her is Alice Strong. Does these sculptural functional pieces.
She looks at a lot of shells and sea urchins. That's what these are coming on. And Mindy was in Japan for a long time, and I think the little drawing bits that she's doing in here has a lot to do with sort of Chinese painting and Zen kind of, Japanese Zen paintings and stuff like that. I think she's coming out of that because we took a class together this semester, and we had the art of China, and we looked at tons of Chinese and Japanese Zen Buddhism paintings, and I think she found something in that, and I can see it in the whole.
Judy Golden's work, Low Fire. Some commercial glazes. Tile sculptures on the wall. This one by Ann Carlin, who has done a lot of mold making. Tile was done by Loretta. I don't know how she pronounces her last name. Ford.
Just like this is the girl I was telling you about who did the beastie across the room, and how I said you can see sort of the influence of the little Gothic figures and these little kind of beastie looking teapots. This is hers too. These are Michael's, who did the bowls. The floor of it. Nancy, she did these little figures of people too, as well as the building man. The back of this piece really irks me because it's got this wood sort of sticking in the horse's skull. Pretty scary.
Stick your arms out now.
This is Brooke's piece. Brooke does very large work. He made molds to make these, case these parts here, and then he carved away, and they all join together. And then he made these sort of walnut things on part of it. I forget what he calls this piece. Machine pod tessellation.
Yep.
Tessellation.
This is Paul Maiello's sculptural piece on the floor.